86. ఏ సెక్షన్ లో ఉన్నారమ్మా? థర్డ్ ఏ.
థర్డ్ ఏ లేదు, సి ఉన్నారు, సెకండ్ ఏ ఉన్నట్టున్నారు.
థర్డ్ ఏ కూడా జాయిన్ అవ్వమని చెప్తాను.
అయిపోతుందేమో.
లిమిట్ 100 ఏం లేదు, అలా ఏం లేదు. అది జూమ్ కి 100 లిమిట్.
గూగుల్ మీట్ కూడా 100 సార్.
గూగుల్ కూడా 100ఏనా? ఓకే, లెట్ దెమ్ జాయిన్ సమ్ ఆఫ్ దెమ్. వన్ వచ్చారు, పెరుగుతున్నారు కదా.
Okay, please all of you fill this form. It is in your chat box. Link is in the chat box. Please all of you fill this form. Okay. Good morning, all participants. So today we are here on behalf of webinar on lean startup and minimum viable product or business. Okay. See, this webinar is organized by Department of Mechanical Engineering, Velagapudi Ramakrishna Siddhartha Engineering College, on behalf of calendar activity of Institution Innovation Cell. Okay. And I am Dr. Venkat Kiran Kumar, IIC Innovation Ambassador from V.R. Siddhartha Engineering College. See, we are in era of startups. We are in era of startups now. So it's your responsibility, and it is your duty to know about what is the startup. Okay. Anyone can have a startup business and they can grow. Okay. But in India, most of the startups failed, and only 5 to 6% of startups got success. Why most of the startups get failed to run? Most of the startups fail to run their businesses. Why? What is the reason, and how to overcome it? What is meant by minimum viable product or business? Okay, how to achieve it, and how to grow your business from minimum viable to peak levels. All these things we are going to discuss in this webinar. Okay, I am starting the session. Okay, what is meant by startup? We can say that it is a company that is in the initial stages of business. It is a company that is in initial stages of business. What does it mean? See, you just started the business. You didn't know whether you are going to succeed or you are going to fail. See, you are in starting stage of your business. That means you are established company which is in starting stage, initial stages of business. See, in general, startup means you will have one or more founders. They are going to get the capital based on the market demand by developing a viable product or service. See, in general, most of the startups fundings are from venture capitalists or crowdfunding or loans they are going to take, and they're going to start the business. Okay. See, most of the startup companies, they'll focus on a single product or a service that the founders want to bring are introduced into the market. Okay, most of the first, what is a startup? Startup is a company which is in initial stages of business. Okay, just you started the business, so you didn't know whether you got success or not. It depends upon the customer. Whether the customer receive your product or service. If customer receives your product and he gets satisfied, your business will go into the success. Otherwise, your business will go into fail. So see what does this picture shows. You didn't started the business. Okay, before that, what is the product? Regarding your what is your product and what are the aspects of your product, or you can say that you are making a prototype of your product. Okay, before introducing your product and before starting your business, okay, what are the things you have to do? Those things in this picture represents. Next, you entered, you release your product into the market. You release your product into the market, and you are observing how the customer behaves. Okay, how customer feels about your product. If customer is not accepting your product, and your startup business will going to fail in the initial stage itself. Okay, so and most of the people in general, what is the traditional way of business is with some capital. So if some huge capital, they are going to start making product, and they're going to the number of products, and they're going to release in the market, and without having any experiment how the customer behaves with this product. So what they'll think is what customer is in need, that you are going to think, and you are going to start a business, you are going to release it in the market. That is a traditional business, and whatever the product available in the market, this customer, what are the different types of competitive products similar to the product what you released, these customers will customer preferences will change. Some people will prefer aesthetic effect, some people will prefer efficiency, like that. Most of the things, some people they won't like color or something, and they won't feel comfortable with your product, so they'll go for competitive products. And customer choice, whether he is going to buy your product, or he is going to accept your product or not, based on that your business will depend. So if customer didn't accept it, your business will be in losses. Okay, most of the startups fail because of this. Okay, see, after releasing the product into the market, if your sales are low, what you are going to do? See, your capital investment, will be wasted, and you won't get returns. That's a major drawback. See, most of the startups fail because of this. So too many startups begin with an idea for a product. See what they think people want. They are not approaching the customers and people. They are not approaching the people what they need, what product they are in need. But the person who is having idea, he thinks himself that what people want. By himself he'll think that what the people want, and he decides and how the product will be, and he is going to start manufacturing it, and he'll take some capital or some investment. He'll invest something, and he'll establish a startup firm, and he'll release the product in the market. Okay, see, meanwhile what they'll do is they'll spend months and years to develop a perfect product without showing the product even in a elementary or undeveloped form to the customer. That means, see, before launching any product, you have to go through the market. We have to go through the customers, and whether they are in need of that product or not. Okay, that you have to justify. And how many customers are in need of that product, that you must have it. Otherwise, if suppose if 1 lakh people need of it, if you manufacture 2 lakh components, 2 lakh products of the same thing, and you release those things into the market, and you won't get returns, ultimately your startup will fail. Okay, so not only thing, what is the main drawback of these things is they'll spend months and years to develop a elementary model or elementary level prototype, and they'll waste the time, and they release in the market without having any market survey, and without having an idea what customers are expecting, what type of product they are expecting. They didn't have an idea because they didn't make any survey. Just they will enter it, they'll release. They'll think about that their own idea, how the people think and what people want. They'll think it themselves, and they'll make a product and they release in the market, and ultimately customer won't receive it, it will get failed. Okay, see, when they fail to reach the broad uptake from the customers, it is often because they never spoke to the prospective customers and determined whether or not the product was interesting or not. See, what is the main thing? Why they fail is they never spoke to the customers. Whether the customer feels that product is interesting or not, they won't. Before going to release this product or before going to finalize the design and all the aspects, you must know what the customer is expecting. Okay, so directly if you release it into the market without knowing the customer behavior and all those things, how many people are interested to buy this product and all those things, it's not possible to survive in the market. And ultimately, because of indifference in thought of customer and you, customer won't accept your idea, and ultimately your startup fails. And ultimately your startup fails. So see, to overcome this, Eric Rice, CEO of Long-Term Stock Exchange, proposed a lean startup methodology. What is this methodology? What is meant by lean startup method? See, Eric Rice written one book also on lean startup, and it is translated into the 30 languages, and you can get this book also through online. You can get this book. See, in this, why most of the startups fail, that we already discussed. To overcome that situation of failures, startup failures, lean startup method is very useful. See, this is what is lean? This is a method where consumers dictating the market. Okay, consumer dictating the type of products they are expecting from the respective markets. He will dictate what type of product he is expecting from the respective markets. How it is possible? So before going to make a product, first you have to approach the targeted customers or consumers, you can say. And consumers means, suppose if any competitive products are existing, most of the people are using it, you must approach them and you must get the advantages and disadvantages. That means gains and losses of the existing product from them, and you have to incorporate those things into your product. Okay, if you are releasing any product in competition with other product existing, you have to. Or otherwise, if you are launching a new product, why you are launching a new product? There must be a need. how many people are in need of that product, that you have to think of. How many people are in need, that you have to make a survey. That you have to make a survey before that you have to make a survey. And next one is, see, this is a method which considers experimentation is more valuable than detailed planning. See, if you have detailed planning and you release a product into the market by investing lot of amount, what happen if customer rejects it and he won't buy it, means you are in losses and you won't get returns. Okay, see, most of the things we are going to make business plans and all those things, they are going to they'll start a firm and make a business plan and they release a product in the market, ultimately it fails. So before introducing the thing into the market itself, you have to make experimentation. And it is here, this is a method in which experimentation, what it considers is experimentation is more valuable than detailed planning. Okay, so that means before planning itself, you have to release some product and how the customer behaves, and you have to get the information, you have to make a modifications, and it's a cyclic process until you get the desired returns. Okay, in most of the cases, we are going to make 5-year business plans built around unknowns can be considered a waste of time, and the customer reaction is a paramount. Okay, see, most of the cases, 5-year business plans and all those things, we are trying to execute it, but if customer didn't react accordingly, then what happens? Your business plan fails and it's a waste of time. Okay, so here we are going to the lean startup method, where consumers dictating what type of products they are expecting from the respective markets. Based on that, you are going to develop your product, and again you are going to take survey. So don't release the products in a bulk amount. First release the things, get the comments from the customer. Sometimes it may gain, some are gains and some are losses, and you have to change your design. Sometimes you have to change your basic things of your design, and ultimately you must grab all the way how the customer is thinking. You have to satisfy lot of the more number of customers, then only you can survive in the market. Okay, for that purpose, we are going to lean startup. We are studying lean startup method because to reduce the failures of the startups, if we can use this lean startup method. Okay, see, we'll go through it, then we can understand what are the things. See, it is a scientific. What is lean startup method means? It's a scientific approach to create and manage startups and get desired product into the customer's hand faster. See, what is the general startup defect is you're going to spend hours, years, and sometimes months and years. Some people will take 4 to 5 years to release the product. But that too in an unfinished form you will get, and ultimately you will get rejection from the customers. So in order to avoid this, we need some scientific approach to create and manage the startups and get the desired product into the customer hands faster. That method is a lean startup method. Okay, it teaches you what lean startup method will teach you is how to drive the startup, how to steer it, how to turn, when to preserve it, and grow a business with maximum acceleration. It is a principled approach to the new product development. Okay. See, it is most of the people say it is a methodology for developing businesses and products, which aims to shorten product development cycle and rapidly discover if a proposed business model is viable or not. See, in general startup method, they won't think about whether your business model is viable or not. That means viable or not, they without thinking of it, they will make a business plan and they will execute it. Ultimately, they will say that is a drawback of startups. If you use this lean startup method, you can shorten the product development cycles and rapidly discover, if fastly you can discover the proposed business model is viable or not. Okay, see how it is achieved, how far, why they are saying it is, how to say that the business model is viable or not in a short span of time. How to do it? See, this how to achieve it is by adopting a combination of business hypothesis driven experimentation, iterative product releases, and validated learning. See, business hypothesis means that means how many customers are there, how the customer responses. Suppose you are releasing just a basic prototype or basic model. Prototype is nothing but your basic model or a model version of your product, and most of the people will say. So first you are going to release some basic model, then you will get some feedback from the customers. Okay, you are going to change the you are going to make modifications according to it. Okay, and again you will release the modified version into the market. Like that, slowly you can get the, if you release the modified version 3 to 4 times, you'll get the and you have to collect the customer responses. Okay, so that you will get the understanding what must be the projected demand of your product in the future days. Okay, in the future days, and if you collect the customer responses to your product, then you'll get, if you make a chart and what are the positives and negatives feedback and how to overcome it and how to implement in the next release of your product, how to implement it, all those things. You have to do the things in a fast span instead of spending months and years. First get the basic model fastly and release some products into the market by investing low capital. Because if you invest a high capital, what happens if if a customer didn't accept it? What happens? Ultimately your business is going to, your startup business will going to fail. So here, first you have to get customer responses. How many customers are there who are using that product in the first release? In the second release, you made some modifications. How many people get attracted? What are the responses? All those things you have to. Positives are there, negatives will be there. You are going to take it in a cyclic manner. 3 to 4 versions of your product if you release means you'll get overall idea what customer needs, how the customer is responding to all the models you have. Based on that, you're going to finalize the model, and you'll get the perfect demand projection in the future years. Okay, and you can you got all the views of your customers who are using
Harvey, so some of the students are joining. Please allow them.
Great. Okay. So this can be done by experimentation, and you have to make design modifications or based on the requirements of the customer. It's an iterative process and iterative product releases and validated learning. Okay, based on the customer responses, you're changing the some features and design some features of your product, and you are releasing it to the market and you are validating it from the customer side. So in a short span, you can get idea and you can project the demand of your product. Based on that, you can plan, and without any loss, you can get the returns. Okay, so in order to avoid failure of these startups, see, actual thing is, this is the thing what we are seeing in our day-to-day life also. You can see this type of the things. See, most of the people, just they will make a product and they'll sell those things by sitting on the footpaths and all those things. Not only that, these MBA people, one of their marketing site, see, they are going to sell some just a basic model to the outside people, and they'll get the feedback from it, and behind they are going to make a charts and all those things. There'll be some plan how, what are the modifications and all those things they'll tell to the companies, and they'll change it and they'll release in the market. See, this is the thing. Before you fully entered into the market and really started the business, you are going to have some, first you must have, most of the people start with business plan without business model. Okay, first you must have a business model. Okay, and then if it got success, then you can plan for the business. That is the best way to do. See, most of the people will have innovative idea, they will make a prototype, they didn't know how to make a business. See, whether your innovative idea, how to reach, where you have to apply your innovative idea, how to serve the people with your innovative idea, how to develop it into a model or a prototype or model version of your product, and how the customer responses, those things is a very, very important thing before you full-fledgedly executing your business plan. Okay, if you have money, you can start the business, but success is not there in your hands. Okay, in order to avoid those failures, say we are going through the lean startup methodology. Okay, so here, see, mainly it depends upon 5 principles. What are the 5 principles of lean startup methodology? See, entrepreneurs are everywhere. Entrepreneurship is a management, validated learning, innovation accounting, build, measure, learn. Build, measure, learn. Okay, see, that is the 4th thing is very, very important to get to finalize all the features of your product and to execute your business plan, not business model. Okay, business plan execute challenge, you must do all the things. Okay, first you must start with your startup. In a short span of time, you have to make a low price model or with all the features. Okay, and you have to release it into the market. That is your first class, and get the customer feedback. That's what he's saying. Build, measure, learn. Build, measure, learn. And again, build, measure, learn. It must be iterative process until you grab the market. See, entrepreneurs are everywhere. You don't have to work in a garage to be in a startup. See what he's saying, most of the people, I think most of the people are mechanical engineers. Say, it's a general comment. If you say that I am a mechanical engineer, they'll think about you must be in a garage or in a workshop. Okay, but no need the things. If you have skill, you can train the people and you can run an industry. Okay, most of the demand is on service sector today.
RV, some of the students joined. Allow them.
See, students who are participating in this, they have to fill this Google form. So fill this Google form, all of you. So what are these 5 principles of lean startup? See, no need to work in garage to be in startup. That is the first thing you must remember. Most of the people are afraid of society, what society is thinking about mechanical engineers. Okay, see, whatever may be the thing, they must make it. They must make it means they have to produce. That means they have to manufacture it. Again, the mechanical engineers has to plan how to manufacture. But if you are the person who started industry based here, for mechanical engineers, grabbing the market demand, and make a business model, and then after getting success, go to the full-fledged business plan and entering into the market. It's a very, very important skill needed for the mechanical engineers. Okay, but most of the people, they'll escape from the core side and they'll go some software side where you can sit in ACs and all those things. So like that, most of the people will think. But here, to be an entrepreneur, you should not think like that. You must always try to understand the market and customers, how the customers behave, and you must estimate your, to be frank, product demand in future perfectly. Okay, perfectly. See here, in the traditional business, only experienced people will get success. But in the lean startup methodology, what we are doing, before full-fledged entering into the market, you're going to make a business model and just some with all features, with low version of your product, you're going to release it, and you're getting the customer wants and likes and dislikes, and based on that you're going to change that, and again some products will release into the market, then you are going to get feedback. Ultimately, like this, if you go for 4 to 5 iterations, you can grab all the customer likes and dislikes, and those to be you can overcome by introducing all those things into the final product. Okay, then you can that last version, you can understand, if you reduce the dislikes of the customers regarding your product, that's your success. Then you can have a future estimation future demand of your product, and then you can make a business plan and you can execute fastly, because you have minimum acceptance, or you can say that your product is minimum viable product. So then you can start your business, you can make a business plan and you can execute it, and you can release the products. Already you'll get, by seeing all those things, you can estimate your demand of your product, and you can release the things without any loss. You can get the returns. Okay, so this is a now a trend is, everyone must go to lean startup methodology to avoid the success of your startup, to avoid failure of your startup business. To have a success, you must go through lean startup methodology. Okay, see, in this validated learning, see, one more thing is, most of the thing means startup means most of the people will think that to earn money. So it's not the thing. Startups exist to learn how to build a sustainable business. See, why government is also encouraging startups means, see, you must know how to build a sustainable business. Okay, startups exist not to make a stuff, make money, or serve the customers. They exist to learn how to build a sustainable business. So this is the first thing everyone must know. Startup means that is a misguidance to rush you into it, and you will get the losses. So how to build this is the thing, how to build a sustainable business. So in order to see, most of the cases, you are going to invest a lot, but we are having sources of investment today. Even though if you didn't have any financial aid, we are having so many companies with those are companies supporting your startups. They're ready to invest amount on your startup, so you can approach them and you can get. We are having lot of things today, okay, available today to grow, to have a idea on the market, and how to get to know, have a startup, and learn how to build a sustainable business, and then you can start any business. Okay, see, that is why we are most of the things our governments are encouraging startups because of that. But main things is in food sector and in service sector, they are growing, but not the technical startups like this product and making a product and releasing new product into the market. See, most of the thing on this one, food processing and all those things, and yeah, service sector startups are getting success. Okay, so this is really fully about your releasing product into the market, or you can say service also. Okay, see, innovation accounting. See, how to measure the progress, how to set up milestones, how to prioritize the work, all those things. But actually, this process, most of the people, this involves charts and day-to-day likes and dislikes of the customers, feedback of the customers, and all those things, and how to set the milestones, how to improve your sales, how to increase the targeted customers, all those things. You have to make the charts and all those things. Most of the people think that it's a boring stuff, but innovation accounting, it's also suppose you want to increase demand of the product, what to do, what are the changes you have to make in the product, and all those things. First you must know the trend. Without this innovative accounting, it's not possible to focus on the future business. Okay, so it's very important, innovation accounting. And build, measure, and learn. This is a general thing in this methodology. Okay. Advantages of lean startups. See, instead of business plans, that means generally they are of long term, and a very lot of expectation you are going to make a business plan. If customer didn't accept your product or your service, your investment get lost. Your investment, you are going to lose your investment because you won't get returns. So, but lean startups use business model based on hypotheses that are tested rapidly. So what happens? See, once you have a test, once you release it and get the customers, how they respond, based on that you are making changes, means that means that is the thing. Hypothesis you are going to make, and you are going to change some features, and you are going to release it in the market. So here failure rate is low in this type of lean startup methodology. Okay, say here for the hypothesis also, most of the cases here no need to get the complete data. Only sufficient data is enough to proceed into the lean startup. And when customers do not react as desired, the startup quickly adjusts. See, it is very important. When customers do not react as desired, then this lean startup quickly adjusts to the limit its losses and return to the developing products consumer want. Okay, it's very important. Why we are going for lean startup is, suppose if the customer he didn't react and he didn't desire that product, then you can wind up your startup, or you can develop the products what consumer want. Okay, without having much loss, and you can come out of the startup. Okay, next. Why entrepreneurs prefer this method? Why they'll prefer? Suppose you are doing business. Why you are going to prefer this method? Say, to have in order to avoid failure of your business plan. Okay, you are going to have a business model, and based on the customer responses, you are going to change your product features or your service and all those things, and you finally you'll get some what is that, which level, what we are saying, what is the title of your webinar? Minimum viable. You can confirm that minimum viable product or a service is achieved, then you can make a business plan, and you can you can have a estimations of your product demand, and you can make it and you can release it in the market, and you can sustain in the market, and you'll get returns. Okay, entrepreneurs following this method test their hypothesis by engaging with potential customers, purchasers, and partners to gauge their reactions about product features, pricing, distribution, and customer acquisition. Okay, see, I think we are having, most of the people know what is business model canvas. Okay, see, actually, before going to have a start of business, you must have a business model canvas. You make a chart business model canvas, and from that itself you'll get idea who are the targeted customers, and all those things, how to, whom you have to approach, which customer you have to grab, which customer is in need of your product, and all those things. What is the cost of your product? That means don't go for high cost version, in the low cost version with all the features. All these things you have to how to distribute it, and how to get the customer feedbacks, and all those things. You must have a plan. So what are the key steps? You are going to list out all the things in the business model canvas. Okay, and that will help you to identify the key features, key market features, we can say, or key customers, to identify who are the key customers, how to distribute your products. Okay, how to distribute your product, how to get the customer feedback. All those things you'll get the idea from the charts itself. Okay, with this, once you got all the information, pricing, distribution, and customer, with this information, entrepreneurs make small adjustment called iterations to the products, and large adjustment called pivots correct any major concerns are there. Okay, suppose you'll have some idea, and you'll introduce some features or some mechanisms into your product. So, but it is not acceptable by the customer. He'll say this is a drawback, and he'll give some responses to that. So based on that, sometimes you have to change you have to make large adjustments also. We are calling them as a pivots, which are the major concerns. So actually, these will become, if you neglect these pivots or large adjustment, these become a big hurdles to survive in the market. Okay, see, is it possible? Maximum possible extent, you have to make adjustments to avoid these pivots. Okay, this is a testing phase, might result in changing the target customer or modifying the product to better serve the current target customer, to have better serve for the current target customer. See here, testing phase. See why this testing phase is crucial. That means experimentation. You are making experimentation in the market with your by releasing a low version of your product, and then based on the customer preferences, you are going to modify the product. Sometimes your targeted customer okay, little bit much. So all those things, based on that, you have to adjust your business model. And finally, what is the thing is, what is the final target of your lean startup method is to get a minimum viable product. Okay, see, this is a cyclic process, releasing product, and based on customer responses, modifying it again, releasing in the market until you got minimum viable product. Then you have to estimate the demand, and you can make a business plan and start the business. Okay, so it won't fail. So why we are lean startup methodology means nothing experimentation in the market by releasing some prototype or model version of your product. And why we are doing this? To improve your success rate, to reduce your to decrease your failure rate, okay, of your startup business. See, what is this method? Still now we are telling like that lean startup method will, because of this we are getting like this. Now what is this method? First, it first identifies a problem that needs to be solved. Next step is what it will develops a minimum viable product or the smallest form of the product that allows entrepreneurs to introduce it to potential customers for feedback. Okay, faster and less expensive, this method. Decreasing the high failure rate. And why we are getting this is, see, to be frank, in our traditional business, what we'll do is we develop a final product directly before testing. Okay, but in this method, we'll develop a product for testing, and we are going to get a hypothesis of how the customer behaves and all those things. And based on that, ultimately we will achieve the minimum viable product. So it reduces the risk of startup failure. Sometimes without fail, I think if these startup business people implement this, some people with less loss they'll come out, or some people got success, they'll get success, and they'll grab the market also. And you people, most of the people are engineers, and you must know this lean startup methodology to have a success. See, what we are saying is, why startups are encouraged means not to earn money. You may earn money or you may not earn money at the end, but how to get into the sustainable business, that you must know. How to do sustainable business, how to survive in the business, you must learn with this startup business. Okay. See, lean startup, it redefines a startup as an organization that is searching for a scalable business model. See, here you are improving the features, what customer is asking you, and all those things, and again you are releasing the market. So what happens? Your scale of your business also gets increased. Automatically you'll get good returns. But in the traditional things or existing business plan, if you made a business plan without going into the market, and who are the targeted customers, and what are the likes and dislikes of them, all those things, your business plan will fail, and ultimately your business will be in losses. Okay. See, this is the thing we are discussing. How the lean startup versus traditional business. See, it's very, very important. In traditional business, people will hire the workers based on experience and ability. Traditional business people will hire workers based on their experience and ability. But lean startup, they'll hire the workers who can learn, adapt, and work quickly. See, this is the difference. Say, you can't, on experience and ability, you can't say we are not in need of 100% efficiency. 100% efficiency. Whether it serve the customer need or not, that is the main thing. Customer should not feel any discomfort. Okay. So in most of the cases, most of the startup people think for 100% efficiency, they'll take lot of time. And ultimately they can't able to grab the customer views, and finally they'll fail. So that's not the thing. Here, lean startup means in a short span of time, you have to make a model, you have to release it into the market. All the things you have, who are the targeted customers, and how to communicate them, what are the ways to communicate them, and all those things in a short span of the time, you have to do, and you have to. So, what type of workers, what type of team you need, who can learn, adapt, and work quickly. These must be the learn, adapt, and work quickly must be the characteristics of your lean startup team. Okay. See, lean startups also use different financial reporting metrics. See, in general, our traditional business, income statements, balance sheets, and cash flow statements, all those things are the major importance. But in case of lean startups, customer acquisition cost, lifetime customer value, customer churn rate, and how viral their product could be. See, these are the main factors to be reported. So in general, in a traditional business, income sheets, balance sheets, cash flow statements, all those things. But in a lean startup things, in the lean startup methodology, what are the things? Customer acquisition cost, lifetime customer value, customer churn rate, and how viral your product could be. See, these things you must have you must get the reports. Okay, based on that, you have to change the design, features, and all those. Again, it's a cyclic process. So every time you have to get these reports. Okay. Next, see, see, most of the people, they are not using, but some companies like GE, Qualcomm, and Intuit, these companies already they are having products. So while releasing some products, they incur losses, sometimes they gains. So slowly they shifted to this lean startup methodology, so that to reduce the losses and to reduce the risk of failure in the market. Okay, so GE used this method to develop new battery for use of cell phone companies in the developing countries where electricity is unreliable. Okay. Next, what is meant by minimum viable product? What is meant by minimum viable product? Or do you have any doubts till now? You can have. If you have any doubts, you can ask me now. Okay, can I go to minimum viable product? Okay, now what is minimum viable product? See, it is coined and defined in 2001 by Frank Robinson and popularized by Steve Blank and Eric Rice, who introduced lean startup methodology. Eric Rice, who introduced lean startup methodology. See,
ఆర్వి వచ్చిన అలౌ చెయ్యి.
వచ్చిన అలౌ చేయమన్నా దాని నుంచి లింక్ చేసి అవుట్లా
ఆర్వి కొత్తగా చేయని అన్నా అలౌ చేయన్నా.
ఇంకా ఎందుకు ఎలో చేయడం అయిపోయింది, టైం అయిపోయింది. 1.5 hours తర్వాత ఎలో చేస్తారా?
ఫ్యాకల్టీ వస్తున్నారు, ఫ్యాకల్టీ డాక్టర్ ప్రకాష్ బాబు వచ్చారట, నువ్వు అలౌ చేయలేదట. Dr. Prakash and Aloche.
I am not getting any. Okay. See, we're going to the minimum viable product. See, previously, most of the people, they won't think about this minimum viable product. Once this lean startup methodology is in demand now, so most of the people are concentrating on minimum viable product. That means market sustainable product. So that means it must be sustained in the market. So most of the people, once they go through the lean startup methodology, what is the output of the lean startup methodology to get minimum viable products? Okay, so most of the people paying attention towards this minimum viable product. Okay, so it's how you are going to get this minimum viable product means by experimentations, by making releases product, first basic version of your product you are going to release. That means you are making experimentation in the market. Based on the customer responses, you are going to make modifications. You can say that it's a scientific method applied in the context of validating business hypothesis. Okay. Next, it is utilized so that prospective entrepreneurs would know whether a given business idea would actually be viable or profitable. Viable and profitable by testing assumptions behind the product or business idea. So the thing is, it's same thing, but what is the your final output of your lean startup methodology is minimum viable product. Okay, it must be sustainable in the market and profitable. You to have this, you are having a scientific approach that we are calling it as lean startup method. Okay. See, what is minimum viable product is here. It is a product with just enough features to be usable by early customers. To be usable by early customers. And then see, once you entered into the market with minimum viable product means, so you can sustain in the market. Then you can go for much precision, high sophisticated versions of your product with high cost. See, once you grab the market and you got some customers into your hand who are interested in buying your product, once you got the brand name, then you can release high version and well sophisticated products, and you'll get minimum without losses. You can sustain in the market. Okay. Next, see, focus on releasing MVP means that developers potentially avoid lengthy and unnecessary work. Lengthy and unnecessary work. What I am saying from the starting, see, most of the people who want to have a startup business, they'll spend months and years only on developing the product. What they'll expect somewhat little bit high accuracy and all those things. They'll waste time. Okay, see, and most of the things is it is a lengthy and you are doing unnecessary work. Okay, you have to reduce it. Okay, first, minimum viable product using lean startup methodology, obtain minimum viable product. Okay, so that means that features what your minimum viable product is having, that can be, so that those features most of the customers they will accept and your product will survive in the market. Okay, see, now I think you can understand these things. So I am going to the actual picture. What is meant by minimum viable product? See, why most of the people will fail. See, on x-axis, this side few features and this side many features. viable, not viable. Okay. So first we have to get this product viable with few features. Viable with few features. See, if you have many features, to make it viable, you need long feedback cycle, large investment, and lots of luck. You're having so many features. So you need long feedback cycle, large investment, lot of luck. See, can you say any examples? We can say that suppose 4 to 5 works in one product you can do. Okay, the customer can do anything, and not only that, getting feedback from the customers is also difficult in this case. Say which one they are preferring. They not only that, and it take lot of time and long time get the feedback, and you have to invest large, and whether customer accepts it or not. That is, suppose if you have many number of features we are having, it is complicated, and a customer can't understand your. Sometimes it's tedious to understand also. So it depends upon luck surviving in the market in this case. Few features and not viable, so you won't have any buyers. Many features not viable, then what happened? What is the thing? Complete waste of time and money. Complete waste. So few features with viable one. That is your minimum viable product. Okay, that means basic features and test its viability, then release it in the market. Okay, say most of the startups will fall in this many features and viable, or many features and not viable. These two things, most of the startups will fall in this category and they'll fail. See, say whatever may be the case, few features and not viable means automatically it will fail. Okay, not only startup business, any business it will fail. But most of the startups will fail because of they'll go for accuracy and they'll took lot of time. So both time and money gets wasted. So these two things will fall under. Your long feedback cycle, large investment, and luck. That is many features viable and not viable will come. Most of the startups will fail because of this. Okay. See, what is minimum viable product? See, minimum and viable. See, minimum means crappy products nobody wants to use. Viable means products built by companies better financed than you. But you are in a business starting stage. You can't invest much. With less investment and with required features, minimum features, your product must be viable. See, this is the area in which you have to build your product to have a success and have a sustainable startup business. Okay, you can't go into this category because in general, I have given you example. Already people who are established with brand name in the market, they'll go into this one. Okay, see, they can, but product is, you must have minimum features and cost also must be acceptable by the customers. Since you are entering into the market, cost also must be acceptable and the customer has to be satisfied with our product. All these things, if you consider cost and all those things, this is the region, intersection region is the region in which your product must, minimum and viable products will fall into this intersection region. Okay, so you have to grab this market. If you fall into this and this one means you won't get any sales, minimum region, and remaining viable region, if you fall means you will invest, you won't get any returns. Okay, what is minimum viable product? So it must be the in general, what is the overall meaning of minimum viable product or any business is? If it is business means you must have a product to have a sustainable business. Without losses, you must have a sustainable business without losses. What must be the product? What must be the features, and what must be the stage of it? Okay. How your lean startup methodology? What is the output of lean startup methodology? Is minimum viable products, and which fit into the market, or we can say most of the people will say that the product which fit into the market, where that is meant by minimum viable product. Okay. Say, I think, say, build, measure, learn. Build, measure, learn. This is a cyclic process until you get minimum viable product. That's what your lean startup methodology. So you can't grab this portion and this portion. You can't grab this portion and this portion, because you can't grab these possible products and market. You must, this intersection point, you must trace this. You must trace this region by lean startup methodology. What is that methodology? Build, measure, and learn. Okay. See, design, usability, reliability, functionality. Most of the people will think that, general startup business means they can't think that this is a viable one. See, bottom portion is a viable one, and they'll enter into it, and ultimately they'll fail. That means they may success if it depends upon your customer behavior. Okay. And this one, see, this is the minimum viable region. Okay. It must have design, usability, reliability, and functionality. Functionality, reliability, usability, and all those things. See, you need not fully for required for a sustainable business in the market. That means with less cost you can release the product, and with less investment you can start the business. It's a cyclic one until you attain minimum viable product, and finally you'll get success without losing. Okay. Now, what is the purpose of MVP? Minimum viable product. Minimum means most rudimentary skeleton-like foundation of the proposed solution. Viable means sufficient in itself for early adopters. Next, product means something tangible that a user can see, touch, or feel. Okay, to prevent building something no one wants, and to assist in understanding your own product offering. See, what is the purpose of MVP is to prevent building something no one wants, and to assist understanding your own product offerings. Okay. Next, what is see, so many things are there. Be able to test a product hypothesis with minimal resources, and accelerate your learning, reduce wasted engineering hours, get the product to early customers as soon as possible, base for other products, to establish a builder's ability in crafting the product required, and brand building very quickly. How to create or develop a minimum viable product. Identify and understand market needs, map your user's journey, create a pain and gain map, decide what features to offer. See, first thing is identify and understand the market needs. That's what we are discussing still now. Okay. First, have a business model canvas. From that, you can get identified customers. What customer is expecting from the market, you have to make that product. Map your user's journey. See, who are the users' journey means what where which people are using your product, are getting feedbacks, and what are their likes and dislikes and all those things. Some will get pain, will create pain to you. Some will create gain to you. So if it creates pain, means don't neglect. You have to make a map how to reduce that pain, how to convert it to gain one. You have to think what are the possibilities, what are the possible ways to do it, and all those things you have to execute, and decide what features to offer additionally. Decide what features to offer. That means it will be finalized after number of iterations. After number of iterations, you'll get you can grab the market. You'll get minimum viable product, and you can grab the market, and you can sustain in the market. Okay, to have, you can run good business without losses. Okay, then your startup won't fail. See, in most of the cases, before starting business itself, you must have a business model canvas chart. It will address you the major aspects and major hurdles of your business. Then you have to make plans to overcome those hurdles and how to achieve it, and how to, sometimes you need capital, at what time you need capital, and how to get the capital, and all those things you can plan. You will get idea if you make a business model canvas chart. See, it is used to map in the major components and activities for a company starting out. What is the need of business model canvas is to map the major components and activities for a company to be started, you can say. Then what is the minimum viable product can be designed by using selected components of business model. Say in that chart itself, you can get these things. Customers, who are the customers, targeted customers, what are the value propositions, channels, and relationships. See, value proposition, most of the people they'll think about money. It's not the money. It's a value added to the customer. Your product must add value to your customer. Okay. So these things you can get: customers, targeted customers, value propositions, channels, and relationships. See, without having proper relationships, sometimes for getting capital, and sometimes to reach your targeted customers, you need some distributors and all those things. You must know where those distributors are available, how to approach them, how they'll reach the customers, and how to get the feedback from the customers. All those things, you must get the basic idea, basic customers, what are the value propositions, what are the different channels to get capital and to release your product in the market, and what are the relations you must maintain with the distributors. They'll have direct contact with the customers, and customers get the feedback, and all those things, customer feedback, you must get from them. So all these things you must, from the business model canvas sheet itself, you must prepare before going to have a startup. You must think, you must have a chart, make a modifications of the chart, and get finalized things, and then make a business model, not business plan. I'm talking about business model. And then lean startup methodology. Apply lean startup methodology and get minimum viable product and minimum viable business, you can say. If you sustain in the market, minimum viable product make you to sustain in the market, then automatically you will get minimum viable business to survive. Okay. Now see, examples of minimum viable product or service, you can say. Okay, Instagram. See, it faced a lot of hurdles until they focused on photo sharing. See, I think this most of the people know what is the major problem is. So they started Instagram and all those things, and most of the people entered, and they, to increase their customers, who are using their service, okay, what they realized is they must have a photo sharing option. They must have a photo sharing option. So once they introduced it, automatically users of Instagram also gets increased, and they got some brand name in the market. Okay. See what this people will do. See, to accommodate guests coming over for a conference. So suppose if all the if they what is the they face the problem is all hotels in the city were full, and they discover this one. What is the idea is idea was to host the guests in their own apartments in the airbeds. See, that means they'll make they'll just like your airbags, just they'll make airbeds, and the where the conference is conducting, there itself they can make the airbeds, and they can serve people in the less time wherever the place is available. Okay, so this is one of that means minimum viable here service is to provide to serve those people. So what they made a artificial airbeds, okay, airbeds, and they serve them. Okay, their purpose gets served. Okay, a true example of skeleton-like foundation was enough to signal that their solution aligned with a common problem across the nations. Okay, so not only that, this airbeds you can if you have way you can make these things and you can market and you can enter into the market also. Okay, next. I think you are well known where they started. Online bookstore they started in 1994. Now they entered in all the businesses. The first version of Amazon is a typical example of minimum viable project where everything went from small to huge. See what is the business, how he grown. See, go and make a study of Amazon. Okay, once they provide minimum viable service, that means minimum viable service means they are attracting. At that stage they reach means they attracted. They attracted the customers sufficient for their survival. Slowly they are trying to attract the other customers. Okay, selling the books at low cost, and slowly they try to grab all the customers into it. What are their needs? Okay, and all those things. Now you can buy the products also. You can sell products in this through this platform. Okay, so all these things they slowly grown and they grab the market. Initially, they also to have a minimum viable business. Okay, minimum viable business. They started and achieved the minimum viable business. Slowly they expanded to the other sectors. Okay, and finally they grab the whole market, and I think it's a huge market Amazon is having. Okay, see, these are the highlights, but anyway I want little bit practical. See, something how you have to think. See, this is a portable refrigerators or freezers run with rechargeable batteries. Can't you make it? I think you have studied the refrigeration and air conditioning. Okay, go to your refrigerator in your home. What is the local? What is the inside area? Okay, based on that, your capacity, refrigeration capacity also gets reduced if it is a inside area is low, and automatically that means your room, or you can say that means your volume. Based on the volume, your refrigeration, you have to decide your refrigeration capacity, and then based on that you have to design the remaining components. Okay, see, instead of having huge thing, you have to make it a portable one. You have to make it portable one, so that you can charge it and you can keep it while you are traveling and all those things. You must See, this type of products in a short time, you can grab the market and you'll get success. Your startup business will go into the success and you earn some returns. Okay, this type of products most of the people will attract. And next one is, what is this? It's a garage that can move. But the same idea you can apply not only that on your roofs of your building, and you can stay there, and not only that on the seashores you can go and say that if you have this type of things. This is a portable garage, we can say, automated foldable carport, automated foldable carport, and our people are trying to make it and different mechanisms to do it. My project students are doing this one. And next, this main project, they are doing this, generating power from vertical axis wind turbines mounted on the dividers and on either sides of the railway tracks. Okay, see, you can, at least for lighting purposes, we can use this, and you'll get sufficient power. You'll get sufficient power with this. See, nowadays trend is portable juicers with rechargeable batteries. See, I too buy this one, but they fail in design. See, one is at charging point, and while it is running, it is having some it will have some vibrations, and inside parts of the basic parts are not stable. That I observed in this. I in the design what I got. We can have, through 3D printing, we can achieve those features in a short thing, and you can sell. Okay, so see, at least try to get the product available in the market. What are the defects in it? How to change it? At least try to think of it. Okay, then you can release the competitive product into the market also. So, and this one, I think in future it will be having demand, because most of the oil manufacturers, they are mixing harmful oils into it to have a profits. So instead of that, you can have an oil extractor, just like in your home, how your mixer and grinder and all those things you are having. Like that, you can have this vegetable oil extractor, and you can do it. That will be good. Not only that, this suppose if you go to the groundnuts, that outside waste also reusable. Okay, that they are using it making groundnut cakes and all those things. So here, see, not only that, and vegetable rice makers also, those things also you can, whatever the thing, make it portable. That will have a future. That will be the future market. That will be the future market. See, I think this will be the future market, having oil extractors in their houses, just like how they are having mixie, grinder, washing machine. Like that, you will be had. They must have this in future. That is the trend nowadays. So, see, portable air conditioners run with rechargeable batteries, and small scale cold storage plants run with solar and wind energies. I think this will be the future. And if you try to think in this thing, I think lot of market is there for this in future. Say, if you go to the cold storage plants, most of the farmers, they are getting crop, and they didn't have proper market value to sell their crop. So they are approaching cold storages, and they are spending a lot of money, and at the end, whether they'll get profit or not, who knows? No one knows. If they sometimes what they'll spend some money in the cold storage, and at the end they will sell the product at the low cost, and ultimately they will be in losses. So see, this small scale cold storage plants. See, what is cold storage plant? You must maintain proper moisture content. Okay, that means dryness, proper moisture content in a in particular volume, you can say in our engineering language, in particular, or you can say control volume. That is nothing but the space available to store the products. Based on that volume, we have to do this. Suppose if a single farmer is there, suppose he is cultivating 5 to 10 acres. How much area he need? He need less area and less power consumption. Only thing is initial investment must be there, and he has to survive. It must be durable for 5 to 10 years. Okay, it must be durable for 5 to, that means he can use at least 5 to 10 years, and then see he with less. Sometimes he may get profits, or sometimes he may get losses if he can build this in their own field. Okay, with it must occupy small areas. Okay. Okay. Anyway, thank you. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. I am available here. So if you didn't fill this form, again I am sharing this form. Please fill this form. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. No one is there.
No doubt, sir.
No more doubts. Then can I ask questions?
థియరిటికల్ అని కనుక్కోవడానికి ఏం చేయాలి సార్?
ఏంటమ్మా?
ఇప్పుడు
I can't hear you.
ఫ్రమ్ మెకానికల్ మనం ఒక ఐడియా వచ్చినప్పుడు దాన్ని ప్రాక్టికల్ గా వర్క్ అవుద్దా లేదా అని తెలుసుకోవడానికి ఏం చేయాలి సార్? ఖచ్చితంగా ప్రోడక్ట్ రూపొందించాలా లేకపోతే ఇనిషియల్ స్టేజ్ లో
see, that is the thing. Suppose if you have some innovative idea, or you have an idea, okay, first you have to make some prototype. You have to make a prototype, because what is meant by prototype is it's nothing but your model version of your product. Okay, then open it for discussion. Okay, make a prototype and get a detailed document. What are the advantages? What are the disadvantages? So no, don't go for disadvantages. What are the advantages? How you can use it? What is the output? Like that, first you have to go to the competitions and have a discussion with the your team, or discuss with some people, then get some ideas, get some ideas, and based on the thing, judge the thing which is suitable to you, and make modifications and make your product viable one. See, not viable in the means, if you think about market survival, that is different. See, you are making your idea, you are bringing your idea to a model. Okay, that is the first thing. Okay, idea to that is physical model, and then you have to develop the business model, and you have to develop the business. First, you must have a lot of discussion at this stage itself. While converting your idea to model itself, you have to list out all the alternatives, okay, to achieve it. You have to get all the alternatives to achieve it. Once you make suppose 2 to 3 variety of mechanisms you can use to achieve it. Okay, you can use it. Sometimes some mechanisms will occupy more space. Some mechanisms will occupy less. In the less space, you can achieve the required motion or required output. So which one you will prefer? Which occupy less space you will prefer? Okay, like that, so many aspects you have to consider. You have to make a prototype. You have to open it for discussion, get all the views and all those things. See, some may not be acceptable, some are acceptable. You try to implement most of the suggestions into it, then you will get some acceptable model or prototype. Okay, then what the things you have to suppose if you want to release it as a product, who are the persons in need of it? You have to grab the customers in need of it. You must get idea. See, for that, once you are all the things your model and prototype is ready, what you have to do is, you have to prepare business model canvas sheet. I think it is having 9 parameters. You have to list out all the things. Okay, then you get idea what to do. Say to have a startup business, what are the necessary things, you will get idea. Okay, so once startup business you entered means, before itself you must prepare business model canvas. That will be the good. Then you will get the targeted customers. Based on the requirement, you can change some design parameters of your prototype and you can release it the market, and then get the customers feedback. Slowly what happens, you again make it changes like that 3 to 4 times until you reach minimum viable product. You have to do that iteration, and finally you'll get viable business, we can say minimum viable business in the market you have. Okay, and I think it gets cleared.
Okay, sir.
Say any questions? Say please all of you fill this form. Okay. Please all of you fill this form. See, my limit is 100. I got 154 responses.
All the time some people are leaving and some people are joining.
Okay. See, any doubts? So you can type in chat window also if you have any doubts. Cheppamma Yuvraj.
సార్ ఇప్పుడు ఒక మన ప్రోడక్ట్ ఒకటి తయారు చేస్తున్నప్పుడు డెవలప్మెంట్ కి మనకి అంటే రివ్యూస్ వస్తాయి కదా సార్?
That's what we are calling it as lean startup methodology.
Yes,
in general, what you will do is, you are going to introduce with invest lot of money, and you'll directly release your product. You'll feel that everyone will in need of that product, and you'll release. And ultimately, if a customer didn't respond to it, that means no one interested in buying that product, means your business is of no use.
యా సార్. ఓకే సార్, కానీ మనం ఇప్పుడు ఒక ప్రోడక్ట్ డెవలప్ చేసేటప్పటికి మనకి కొంచెం టైం పడుతుంది కదా సార్, వాళ్ళు రివ్యూస్ ఇచ్చిన తర్వాత. సో అప్పుడు మనం అంటే ఆ లాస్ కానీ క్యాపిటల్ లాస్ కానీ ఏమన్నా రాకుండా, లేదా ప్రోడక్ట్ మీద నమ్మకం పోకుండా ఉండాలంటే అప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి సార్?
That's what we are saying. See, you must have minimum. I think I given one chart. See here. See this one. First, basic model you must have few features and it must be viable. And that means not only that, you must make it in a short span of time. First thing, you must make it in a short span of time. That means no need for high precision and high efficiency. Okay, first you go for few features and it must be a viable one. Okay, that means viability means how customer will feel it must be available at the low cost. Okay, features means minimum required features for that product you have to consider. With less span of time, with less cost, you have to make it and you have to release it in the market. Then you have to get the customer's feedback. Sometimes they will ask that some will have odd comments. Okay, it's tedious to operate this one through like this. Then what you have to provide well sophisticated means of operating it. Okay, with less effort they have to operate. Sometimes you need, since it is a basic model, they have to keep lot of effort to operate it. Okay, then they'll have a comment on, they'll give comment like that. Then what you have to do, you have to reduce the effort, you have to add some additional features. Sometimes you have to add additional features to it. Okay, see, general basic product means, so that's why I given you the portable juicer. Okay, see, this is that is a basic model. See, if you buy it and you got the defects, if you solve that problem in a less possible time, okay, and if you make it available in the market for the less price, you can grab the market. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So see, no need of 100% accuracy, 100% efficient product. Whether customer feels it's satisfied or not is important. Okay.
Yes,
Most of the people will spend time on this 100% efficient product we need, and they'll think unnecessary things. Okay, that's not the needed. That's what we are thinking. That efficient and product and high sophisticated product. Who has to think? The already existing people in the market with brand name will think that. Okay, existing people in the market who have brand name, they will think they can invest large money. But we are in a starting stage. We can't we can't invest that much. We'll invest very less. We'll get the thing. Based on that, you can change the features, and until you got your required estimated demand, you can say, to run your to have a sustained business. Estimated demand to have a sustained business. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I got it.
సార్ హలో సార్.
చెప్పండి.
సార్ ఇప్పుడు ఒక ఇన్నోవేటివ్ స్టార్ట్అప్ స్టార్ట్ చేసే ముందు ఆ ఐడియాని ప్రొటెక్ట్ చేసుకోవడానికి పేటెంట్తో పాటు ఇంకా వేరే ఏమైనా చేయొచ్చా సార్? అంటే ఒక ఐడియా ఉన్నప్పుడు అది డైరెక్ట్గా ఎవరికైనా ఒక ఆర్గనైజేషన్ కానీ ఎవరికైనా చెప్పేటప్పుడు
that is a big discussion, to be frank, because when to get patent is it's a huge thing, because if you didn't get patented in a right time, okay, some other person may file that patent. Okay, suppose you file the patent, no one is interested in it, that also that means you can't, that means you file the patent, but it's not useful to you. Okay, and the time at which you file the patent, sometimes most of the people will waste time in filing without filing patent. They'll spend some time and they'll go to they'll tell some idea to some industries to accept it, like that they'll go. So that's a big discussion when to file the patent. Most of the people, even though they are having idea, they wake up late and someone will file the patent and he'll grab it and he'll get money. So that's the thing. Not for, I think you will get patent as far as our nationwide patent is easy for you if you have an idea.
Sir, can you say again, sir?
Indian patent you can get it fastly.
ఓకే సార్. సార్ టైం స్పాన్ ఎంత పడుతుంది సార్ అది అప్లై చేసినాక వచ్చేయడానికి?
జనరల్గా ఏంటంటే you should not delay, you should not make delay, and after applying it won't take much time. I think within 3 to 4 months you can get it. Not only that, in 1 month also they given, it gets speeded up now.
Yes sir.
Okay, so we discuss once in another session about these patents also, how to get patented and all those things, how to get your idea, how to patent your idea, and all those things. We'll have a session.
Okay sir.
Any doubt? See, I think someone raised hand. Okay, can I close the session? Or if you have any doubts, you can ask. Feel free to ask. We are having 15 more minutes for this session. Any doubts? Okay, see, people who fill this form, they'll get feedback form to get certificate to your mails. Okay, within 1 or 2 days you'll get. Okay, Malesra, can I close the session?
Yes, sir. A wonderful session. Thank you. Guys, so any doubt on this lean startup, you can contact Kiran sir. Thanks for delivering a good lecture on lean startup. So, can we wind up?
Okay.
Boys, ఎవరికైనా ఏమైనా డౌట్లు ఉన్నాయి ఇంకా?
నో సార్.
సో పేరెంట్స్ గురించి సార్ చెప్పినట్టుగా ఇంకో సెషన్ తీసుకుందాము, అరేంజ్ చేద్దాము. రైట్? ఓకే కిరణ్, ఓకే అన్న, ఎండ్ ద కాల్.
Okay.
Arvi, you
Ah,
can end the call.
so how to stop this recording?
Recording, there is a button there where you started to click it.
Stop recording. Is it downloadable or it will get
It will come to your mail.
mail?
From which ID you created this link, for that you will receive the mail.
Okay.